Well, we're here with Alison at Maplewood Stables, all the way in Nevada in Reno. Alison, introduce yourself, please, because I don't know much about you.
Hi, my name's Alison Demian. I'm 18 years old and I've been riding for 12 years now. I do the hunter jumpers and I'm an intern at Maplewood and I've been here for almost a year now. The internship, we're here 6 days a week. We work all day and I just love the horses and I love what I do here.
So tell me a little bit more about that program. Who runs it, and what do you learn, and what do you do the whole day?
So Julie Winkle owns and operates Maplewood Stables, and then her assistant trainer Elle is also in charge of us and the interns, as well as Julie, who runs the internship mostly. We take care of the horses. We give them medication. We tack them up for Elle or Julie. We help clients tack up. We do various horse care. If a horse gets hurt, we take care of their leg or whatever they've injured. We feed grain in the afternoon every Sunday. We have awesome guys that work 6 days a week, but every Sunday we clean the stalls, we feed breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We do all of it, and then every night we do night check. Or at around 9 o'clock, everyone gets a flake of hay.
Okay.
We make sure everyone's okay for the night.
And what time do you start, and what time are you finished? About.
Typically I start at 6. I have a couple horses who have ulcers, so they get their ulcer medication well before they eat their first meal. And then we're usually finished 6 o'clock, sometimes 7. And then if we're getting ready to go to horse show, we're packing late, getting the trailer all ready. So we're here a little later some days, or if it's snowing, we're here even later, but usually around 6.
Yeah, you say if when it's snowing. So what's the weather like here? How do the winter and the summer look like?
So I grew up in California, so I had never really seen snow until I got here at Maplewood, and I was all excited, and the other interns were moaning and groaning about it, but I was all excited to have my first snowball fight. But it was for sure an adjustment. I mean, I was freezing 24/7, and we had to have every single horse in the barn. We couldn't have them be out like we usually do. All our horses are either out all day or out all night. So it was hard having all the horses in and trying to keep them happy, getting turned out in the indoor and also cleaning their stalls 2 to 3 times a day. But it gets pretty cold, and we got a feet or foot of snow or so for a couple months. And
do you still like it now, or
yeah,
have you seen enough?
I enjoyed the snow. I wouldn't say I'm super excited to see the snow again. But it was certainly a learning experience, and I still love it here.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So how long? Yeah, you said it already. I don't remember. How long have you been a groom?
I've been here as an intern for almost a year. Before I joined the internship program, I was a working student out on the East Coast for a barn, Triple M, and it was an awesome experience. I got to groom for them for 3 weeks, one at their home barn in Kentucky, and then 2 weeks in Traverse City. It was a great experience, but I realized I didn't want to be as far from home.
Oh yeah.
So I decided to come join the internship program. It was a good in between. But I think that when I graduate the internship program, I want to become a groom. I just love the horses and caring for them. I take a lot of pride in how my horses are doing, and my horse especially. And then here as an intern, we're assigned horses to be in charge of. So my horses.
Is he here?
This isn't my horse. He's not on my list, Cosmos, but Silas. This is his stall.
Oh, he's not here.
He's not here, but he's out at night.
Okay.
But I take a lot of pride in how he's doing and how he feels, because he's a big jumper prospect. We're hoping big things for him.
Nice. And you're riding him? Yeah.
No, Elle's riding him.
Oh, Elle's riding him.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, nice. Hey, why did you become a groom, or why did you choose this life as an equestrian?
I think my mom likes to say that I got it from her. She grew up on a ranch in Wyoming as a kid, but I think that, I started riding when I was 6, and I just loved it. I wanted to spend every second at the barn, and I think I just want to do that for the rest of my life. I can't really imagine my life without horses.
Yeah.
I just take a lot of, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. it sometimes is a bad thing, but um, I really enjoy just taking care of the horses, like just grooming, or if they're hurt, taking care of a hurt leg or so. But
Yeah.
it's it's kind of calming for me to just be around
Oh,
horses and
nice.
be here all day.
Nice.
It's a love of mine.
Hey, and you talked a little bit about your mom being from Wyoming, but so this is also a pretty Western focused area. Eh?
Hmm.
What do you, because we've spoken to a lot of European grooms and grooms from the East Coast. What is there a difference? How do you, can you say something about that?
I don't know. I haven't traveled very much. I've mostly just lived in California my whole life. Um, I think I noticed a little bit of a difference on when I was in the East Coast versus here. I think I wouldn't say we're more grounded over here, but I think there's more. I think the biggest difference I saw was the turnout for the horses. I think that we just have so much more open
Yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah,
So the horses are just, I don't want to say rugged, but they're a little bit more, I think, easygoing
yeah.
in that they can be outside
Yeah,
so much
nice.
more. And I think it's just hard, especially in California. Even there's a huge difference. It's so dry and there
Yeah,
isn't that much turnout. But out here, we have huge, huge turnouts. And I think the horses love that.
yeah,
I would love to go to Europe and see how they do things there. I think that would be super interesting, and also spend more time on the East Coast. I only spent like a week in Kentucky and then in
yeah,
Traverse City. It was a huge change. I'd never really been to a horse show of that level, other than the Desert International Horse Park down in Thermal. It was super cool to be amongst the. I was there during the American World Gold Cup, so I got to see all the big riders
yeah,
go,
yeah.
and that was a huge experience. And I kind of got thrown in the deep end, so I got to know how they do things over there, and it was a great experience.
Nice, good. Well, that also brings me maybe to horse grooms. So we also try to share information and educational articles. And you, what do you think about that?
Um, I the first article I read was Lee McKeever's article about his fundamentals, and I thought that was really interesting. And then I immediately followed HorseGrooms and read a couple more of their articles. I think that it's really cool that you get to see how different grooms run their operation, or started and became grooms, and know their story. I think that it's super cool that you can, even if you're not a groom, you can support by donating to the horse grooms. And then also, it's just great to have a platform where grooms can share their stories and then learn from each other, whether you're in the United States or the Netherlands or anywhere in the world. You can learn from other grooms
Yeah.
and support each other.
Well, I'm happy that that you like it because that's what we did it for. Okay, I'm gonna go to my last question. What has been one of your most special moments as a groom?
I think that um, at horse shows, I do my own grooming, and I really love. I think that I I take a lot of pride in how my horse Mindy looks, and I think one of the times when my trainer was riding her, and um, she looked fabulous, and I just had that feeling in my heart that,
Oh,
oh, she looks so good. And I mean, she proceeded to go have a couple rails down, but that doesn't matter. um
you did a good job.
I did a good job,
Yeah.
and we're working with her, and she's a difficult horse, but
Okay.
we love her very much. And then I also think that just over the years, growing my partnership with her has been really special. Coming here has definitely made us a better partnership. Julie bred her, and then bring I bought her with another barn and had her with another barn, and then got to become an intern, and so she's back home, and learning new ways to ride her from Julie and Elle has been a great experience, and I've become a lot better of a rider because of
Great.
them.
Super. The real last question now. What are you most proud of?
Um, oh, that's a good question. I think I'm most proud of, um, oh, that's hard. Um, I think that I've grown as a rider, but I think I've also grown as a horseman, or I'm trying to. And so I think I'm proud of my work ethic and how I care for the horses, and I'm trying to learn new things every day. And I make mistakes, and horses have swollen legs, and I go, oh, damn.
Yeah.
And then I keep going and I try to help them. And I think I'm most proud of how I've um, handling multiple horses every day and just trying to persevere through it, and then wake up the next day and wrap the leg again and
Yeah.
give more antibiotics.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm most proud of, my ability to just keep going.
Yeah, and your work ethic,
Yeah.
because that's pretty good, I saw. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview. Very nice to get to know you and Horse Grooms this week.
Well, you're very welcome, and thank you again.